There is a quote from perhaps one of the most magical books that I have ever wrapped my hands around, called The Women Who Run with the Wolves. And the quote goes like, "A woman may crave to be near water, or to be belly down with her face in the earth, smelling that wild smell. She may have to drive into the wind. She may have to trek into the hills, leaping from rock to rock, trying out her voice against the mountains. She may need hours of starry nights where the stars are like face powder spilt on a black marble floor. She may feel like she will die if she does not dance naked under a thunderstorm or sit in perfect silence, or return home ink-stained, paint-stained, tear-stained, and moon-stained." That quote to me is the absolute perfect embodiment and representation for what this video, for what this journey that I'm about to show you has held for me. So this year I traveled the country in a van, and for me, one of the most magical places was the state of Arizona. When I first arrived here, my first stop was the Petrified Forest National Park, which is nothing less than absolutely beautiful. I was so dramatically amazed by the landscapes. They were very much unlike anything I had ever witnessed before. And then my journey continued, and I began to drive into Sedona. And I remember that first drive down through the canyon, just in awe and like the biggest smile on my face, and so amazed by what I was witnessing, what my eyes were taking in. I couldn't believe that this was a real place on planet Earth that I was witnessing. I mean, being from Georgia, there's nothing close to what I was seeing on the southeast. So naturally, I was just put in this huge state of childlike wonder and expansion. There was a moment a few days into my journey of being in Sedona where I got this big wave of just like heavy energy that felt really extreme. It felt really dramatic. It felt like my body was being weighed down by energy that I didn't need to carry with me. And so I did what I do best, and I moved and I moaned and I groaned and I whined, and I allowed my somatic intelligence to move through what it needed to move through, to feel what it needed to feel, so that I could continue my journey and move on with more lightness. And so I'm sharing what that process looked like for me, because I think that it's really valuable to witness how someone else alchemizes their density into freedom. And after a while of screaming barefoot and half naked in the desert for a while, I was finally able to find my flow and move in a way that felt liberated and free from what I was carrying before. And then I discovered the caves. The caves that might as well have turned into my home for the time that I existed in this town. The caves that held my body in a way that no other formation had ever before. The caves that whispered invocations of my inner wild woman. The caves where I saw ancestors written in the stone and symbols in the sand. And I sang songs and I wrote poetry. And I moved, and I felt this elaborate sense of connection that felt as if it predated what I knew in this lifetime. The way that time bended when I existed within the walls of these caves, the safety and home that I felt here, the primal activation that I experienced was a super transformative way to begin my exploration of the West Coast. So I'm in a cave right now in Sedona, and I wanted to come on and share a practice that creates this deep ability to fully embrace and open and receive all that is alive in the moment. Start to deepen the breath. Allow any sound that wants to come out to come out. Begin to feel into the body. Allow your energy to turn inwards. Allow the body to sit down and into the earth. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And on every inhale, may we witness everything fully coming into us. So everything in our environment, imagine we're breathing it in and receiving it in through the breath, into the body, into our energy field. And then on the exhale, I want us to imagine that we're being totally emptied out into the space around us. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, taking it all in, and exhale, giving it all back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, receive it all. And exhale, give it all back. Imagine from all directions that you're absorbing and taking in on every inhale. And on every exhale, you're giving back in all directions. Creating a deep sense of reciprocity with you and everything around you. Your last few now. And on your next inhale, I want you to receive it all, take it all in. Watch it swim around in the body, and then hold it at the top. Exhale, let it go. Give it all back. Empty yourself. And hold it at the bottom. Inhale. Take it all in. Witness that energy swimming around inside of you, permeating your entire body. Hold it at the top. You are full. Let it go. Give it all back. Empty yourself. And return to your normal breath. Sitting, tailbone firmly placed against the earth. Spine long. Crown reaching upward. May we experience all of life to the fullest extent. If you will, bring your hands to your heart. Third eye. Womb. Hands to the earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
I didn't wake up till like 11 o'clock. I was glad my husband was there. It's funny. Like, you know, that's how I was raised. Like,
Where's the moon? Hi, beautiful humans. Today I am back to the caves. Back to the caves I go. I have come here every single day since I've been in Sedona, and I have never felt so home in a place in my entire life. Rather, other than these caves. I mean, they have breathed the most nourishing breaths into my lungs. Let's do that together. Belly, inhale. Ribs, heart. Exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale. One day while I was in the caves, I allowed the words for which I was feeling to pour out of me onto paper, and this is what they had to say. Dark lady, woman of the night, I beg of you, will you take me hand in hand with our fingers interlaced and walk me through the cave of destruction? For I am yours to decompose of. May my bones and unborn potential be the offering. Please, Mother, please break me up. Let me rot in decay. Let my unwanted matter deteriorate and come apart at the seams. Let your children of mycelium and organism feast upon me. Lay me down in your wild tomb. Tuck me into the blood-stained sheets of your shadows, for I am here and I trust in your descent. Thank you, underground goddess, queen of the womb, for now that I know your lair, and now that I have tasted the taste of your death, will you take me again, hand in hand and our fingers interlaced, and walk me through to the other side? For I promise that in your honor, from this dark, decadent underground palace that you've carried me in, that my life will come out, spinning and dancing and moving its hips to the beat of your wild, wild heart. Goodbye to Arizona and hello to California.